MSNBC's Joe Scarborough railed against the glaring ignorance of President Donald Trump, U.S. Senate candidate Roy Moore, and other Republicans of basic facts, and he's tired of it. The Morning Joe host announced in July that he'd left the Republican Party to become an independent, but he expressed sadness at what the GOP had become to nominate Trump, who never understood the basics of healthcare reform, and select Moore, who learned during a radio interview about the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. "I'm tired of the debates about whether the Republican Party will be the Conservative Party or the Liberal Party," Scarborough said. "I'm just tired of us being the stupid party." He said Moore was a symptom of voter anger, but he wondered what point GOP voters were trying to make by sending clearly unqualified candidates to Washington, D.C. Moore is so isolated from any news, from any knowledge of the debate in Washington, D.C., that you even wonder why he's applying for the job, Scarborough said. "I mean, this would be like somebody that decided to be a judge that didn't even know we didn't have a religious freedom amendment in our Constitution, the First Amendment." The former Republican lawmaker recognized some viewers might blow off his criticism as antipathy, but he insisted he was trying to help the party he'd left. "This stupidity, this ignorance, is what is infecting the Republican Party even more than a lot of the radical ideology, because they don't know what they're doing," Scarborough said. Most Republican lawmakers were reluctant to comment on Moore's primary win, but Scarborough predicted they would eventually be forced to take a stand on the right-wing former judge, who is certain to generate controversy. "You can see this coming a mile away," Scarborough said. "Roy Moore is going to say outrageous things on the campaign trail, and Republicans are going to have to answer to it. And the reason Republicans are going to have to answer to it is not because the media is liberal, but because the Republican establishment is going to be funneling money into that race. They are going to be putting their name and their endorsement on a candidate who is wildly out of the mainstream and actually doesn't even know the basics about policy.